My disabled friend kissed me even though I have a girlfriend and she doesn't want me to hang with him anymore. So, I, 17, am best friends with a guy, 19, who is disabled. I'll call him Chris. He's Prader Willi Syndrome. It's rare. It's a disorder that basically causes obesity. It makes the person want to eat, so they have to be monitored, mental disability, and extreme shortness in height. I've known him since 10th grade. I decided to be his friend when I saw him talking to his imaginary friend. I'm extremely protective of him because he does sometimes get bullied. For his disability and his race, he's black. And this is a majority white area. I walk with him just about everywhere. I always make sure he's included. And I always encourage him. I really do love this dude. I fought a guy several months ago for purposefully cracking his laptop. Now, last year I started dating my girlfriend, 18, and we've known each other since 4th grade. She is friends with Chris as well and doesn't mind when I include him. Some of our activities, Chris sometimes gets mad when I hang out with her alone or talks to her. He's cried once, and I had to reassure him that I'm still his friend. A few days ago, Chris was at my house. I was trying to show him how to use my Pi. He was basically just mashing buttons, but I told him he was doing good. He asked me if I think he's always good, and I said yes. He gave me a hug. I hugged him back. He pecked my lips. I stepped back because it made me uncomfortable and highly irritated. I told him he can't do stuff like that without making sure the other person wanted it. He told me that we can be boyfriends. I told him I already have a girlfriend and I do not like boys. He told me, but you do not have a boyfriend. I told him that I can only have one partner, and I apologized to him. He got upset and started to cry. I apologized to him again. I told my girlfriend about what happened. She told me she doesn't want me to hang out with Chris anymore. She told me that she wants me to cut him off. I told her I can't do that because it doesn't morally sit right with me. She told me it's a violation of our relationship. She said she didn't care that he's disabled. What he did was still wrong. I didn't argue with her much because she was right, but I'm still his close friend. I truthfully told her I don't think I can just stop being there for him. She told me if I continue hanging with him after he kissed me, then it must mean I have romantic interest for him, and at that point I'm cheating. I've been so conflicted and stuck. I am basically his only friend, and he doesn't process things or fully grasp things. On the other hand, she is my girlfriend that I've known since early childhood, and she's allowed to set these kinds of boundaries. What do I even do in this situation? Do I just end the friendship like she requested, or try to talk this out again with my girlfriend? Too long. Don't Red, my disabled friend, has Prader Willi Syndrome. Kissed me. I told my girlfriend, and she wants me to end my friendship with him. I'm hesitant because I am his only friend. Does Chris work with any of the school's special education resources? I'm a speech-language pathologist, though I work with adults, not kids, and this sounds like something his SOP may be able to help with if he is seeing one. This is something a SOP could probably address. A social story, which is a way to help people with language or learning disabilities understand appropriate social behavior. You sound like a great friend. By the way, you handled the situation very maturely. I don't think you should cut Chris off, and it may make your girlfriend feel better if you have an idea about how to make sure this situation doesn't happen again, like talking to his parents or SPED teachers. To be completely honest, Chris may not even have a crush on me. From my read on this situation at least, he's confused, anxious, and probably hurt that his one only friend now loves a girl who is unfortunately taking some time and attention away from him. I mean, think about it. Even if someone identifies as straight, I think we all have a moment of sadness and jealousy when our best friend gets them, so we know we won't see them or talk to them as often as we used to. It's just a part of the human experience. Now, since he has a developmental disability, he may think that since you have a girlfriend, he could be your boyfriend, and then the issue with you being with someone else wouldn't be there anymore, almost like trying to find his way back into your world. Even though you'll both understand, he was never out of it. But he may not. Your girlfriend should be more understanding. Was what he did inappropriate? Yes. But how do any of us know if he truly understood what he did and what it meant? Does he even know if being your boyfriend is what he wants, or is he just confused and trying to fill another title to feel closer to you? Also, just outright leaving over what was more than likely a misunderstanding when you are his only friend is damning. I don't know how or why she feels threatened by him. What he did was not malicious, I am nearly positive of that. A serious conversation where everything is explained in a way that he can understand is needed. And then, if it persists, the conversation of whether he should be your friend can be had, but give him a chance. I've informally worked with a young man with Prader Willi Syndrome back in high school. Great guy, but I often had to explain tact and respect for boundaries to him. In my case, the young man always wanted to pry and make sure other people were Christian, and I always made sure to enforce to him that that was a private thing. Disabled people are people, and they don't get to disrespect boundaries. You're right, hold your friend to these boundaries. That is frankly the best way to model what a healthy friendship looks like to your friend. Your girlfriend is taking that sentiment too far. She wants you to treat him as though he knew exactly what he was doing. Yes, he needs to be held to the same standards in behavior as everyone else, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't get the opportunity to actually learn how to do so. She is overstepping boundaries by dictating your friendships. You're doing nothing wrong by continuing your friendship, which seems to be a beneficial thing. Your friendship needs enforced boundaries, and I'm sure you know that and will not compromise on that. You don't need to do what your girlfriend says here, but be prepared for her to make the choice to leave. If she's giving you an ultimatum, either your friend or her, I choose the friend because I don't like being given unreasonable ultimatums.